For 250 years, a nation has been unfolding. A nation not built by a single people, a single language, or a single story, but by generations of men and women who looked toward a distant horizon and believed there could be something more. Some came with little more than faith, courage, and the hope that their children might know a better tomorrow. And through every chapter of that journey, the sound of church bells could be heard across this great land. For centuries, these bells have marked the life of a people. They have rung through war and peace, through immigration and hardship, through revival and renewal, through moments of triumph and moments of sorrow. They have witnessed families arriving in unfamiliar lands, communities taking root, neighbors helping neighbors, and generations discovering that freedom is not simply the right to live as we choose, but the opportunity to become who God calls us to be.
Yes, I was born in San Luis Potosí, and this is in central part of Mexico. I grew up pretty close to the church, to our local church. What I remembered the most was the bells. That, the pastor, who I knew, and he knew me since I was born, that he will actually ask me to ring the bells. Oh, there was something else. It was just an amazing experience. Just tell me when am I going to do this? And it was just that connection of having, the bells, knowing what we were going to celebrate, being present there. It comes all together, and these are memories that you will never forget.
America's story has always been larger than geography. It is the story of people searching for opportunity, searching for belonging, searching for freedom, searching for God. The hopes of countless families have become woven into the fabric of this nation. Different cultures, different traditions, different languages, yet united by a common belief that tomorrow can be better than today. In every place, the bell finds a home. It rises above fields and freeways, above borders and boundaries, above language and difference. And yet its message is always the same. Come, pray, remember, hope.
When I moved to the United States, I was still very young. What was difficult for me, I believe growing up, was that we're here to stay. And that adjustment, it took me a little bit to, for me, having to meet, new friends and getting to know friends.
Long before this nation was founded, God's presence was already here, in the prayers of indigenous peoples, in the missionaries who carried the gospel across vast frontiers, in the settlers who built churches from timber, stone, and sacrifice, in the immigrants who carried rosaries, crucifixes, family photographs, and dreams into an unknown future.
The presence of the Catholic Church has been here for more than 250 years before even the nation was formed. Missionaries coming to bring the faith into South Texas, we're talking about the Franciscans.
Generation after generation, faith has helped light the path forward. Not because the journey was easy, but because God never ceased walking beside His people.
The same story, that we have in South Texas, we find in California. The presence of our Catholic faith, of our Catholic community, we find the same thing, in what is now Florida, states that make this great nation. What makes this presence of the Catholic community is an impact? We bring the good news. We bring a sense of community. We bring a sense, again, of the heart of Jesus. That's what we do.
At 250 years as a nation, we remember what freedom sounds like. Not only the voice of history, but the silence between moments, where conscience speaks and where prayer rises. We remember the farmer who rises before dawn, the worker whose hands build and serve, the teacher who shapes young minds, the soldier who answers a call greater than self, the parent who sacrifices, the child who dreams, and the immigrant who begins again, the citizen who believes that liberty and responsibility belong together. Together, they form the living story of America, a story still being written, a story still unfolding, a story entrusted to each new generation.
Our nation, our Catholic Church understands the dignity of the human person and understands also that we are all immigrants, Even, if I want to talk about, our spiritual pilgrimage, we are immigrants here on earth. When I first came, there is an adjustment, but there's always a movement. There's always you begin to grow in your own identity. You begin to understand and to flourish and to feel the blessing of a new land.
From generation to generation, the bells still ring, not because the past is gone, but because it is not forgotten. They ring for those who came before us, for those who journey among us now, and for those who will one day inherit this land. A nation of many voices, many stories, many journeys, yet bound together by a shared human dignity given by God.
Yes, I do believe that our country is wonderful. We have been blessed with our country, and our country has, again, faced difficulties, challenges. It is actually when we find difficulties, when we face violence, when we face injustices made to our brothers and sisters, that's when we stop and say, what is going on? We need to go into a process of personal conversion, and a conversion that involves the community. Thanks be to God. This is the place of opportunity, of coming together and, knowing that, you can do it. We can work together. There is a sense of opportunity that is just right before us.
And when the last echo fades into silence, what remains is not absence, but presence. A reminder that God is near, that time is sacred, and that even in a nation of many voices, there is still a call we can all hear. The call to remember, the call to be grateful, the call to hope, and the call to continue building a nation where faith, freedom, and human dignity endure for generations yet to come.
And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness.
It was just the whole thing about the exploration of the space and just get, having the opportunity for humanity, for a human being to be able to explore the space, be able to explore the moon, be able to explore and to see our planet. That must have been just an amazing experience. That's when you see how fragile it is, small it is, but how important it is. To young immigrants, the first thing that I will always say, you're welcome. You're welcome in our country. We want to be with you. We want to walk with you. You're not alone. Is it going to be difficult at times? Yes. But here we are. I'm with you. And most importantly, to be able to see that with time, we will continue to also experience a transformation in our own hearts. Demands will continue to come, we know. Different challenges will face our nation, yes, we know. But we can also grow in our understanding of God, who God is and who we are. And in that understanding, that's where we begin to transform ourselves and to transform our society. A society that will always be looking for peace and justice, that will always be looking for the dignity of the person. A society that will be blessed and welcome life.
And across America, the bells still ring.